the shutout still intact for this Sod Poodles pitching staff as Diaz takes over. He's ready to face Sam Kulasingam, and then it'll be Brett Squires and Daniel Vasquez. So really the heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 here for the Naturals, who have been held so far to just 2 hits. They need to get base runners in order to get the runs home, and Kulasingam, who had a good couple games there in Wichita, currently hitting .214 this season, steps in. Diaz set. First pitch of the night for him. So swing and a miss. Hey, the 7th inning stretch was presented by Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Trusted for more than 75 years, they provide affordable health, dental, and vision insurance for Arkansans. Schedule an appointment with one of their friendly health insurance experts at their Arkansas Blue Welcome Centers in Fayetteville or Rogers today, and take good care. Here comes the 0-1 to Kulasingam. Lays back on that one, and it misses low. Breaking ball puts Kulasingam in a 1-1 count. Right-hander taking his time, kicks and deals. 1-1, that's a swing and just got a piece of it, but right back into De Leon's mitt. And it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Well, Diaz has pitched quite a few games at the AA level. This is 121st of his career. Here's the 1-2. Bouncer right side, second baseman over, but it's off Soretti's glove and rolls into right. A base hit for Sam Kulasingam, and he's aboard with the 3rd hit of the night for the Naturals, his first.
They could have used some kind of break like that. Not that that was an easy play by any means. Of course, a tough play going to his left for Soretti, and Kulasingam's speed. He might have got there anyway, but that's obviously a very, very important sign for the Naturals. You mentioned it, just 2 hits coming into this 7th inning, and now a leadoff knock.
Well, now it's Brett Squires' turn. He's already got a hit, a double to straightaway center field, missed a homer by a couple of feet. He digs in against Diaz. The pitch. The lefty swings and, well, misses. Thought maybe he caught a piece of that one, but instead it's a swing and a miss to make it an 0-1 count. So Diaz, 2021 was his first dalliance at the AA level, 14 games with the Mississippi Braves in the Southern League. The pitch. 0-1, misses high. He went back to Mississippi the following season, pitched in 49 games out of the bullpen, and then ended up with the Somerset Patriots back in 2023 and 2024. Of course, that's a Yankees affiliate out there in the Eastern League. And now this is his 2nd appearance for Amarillo. 1-1. Breaking ball misses down. So it's sort of unique that Diaz has pitched in all 3 AA leagues now, the Southern League, Eastern League, and now the Texas League. The pitch is down and away. Pushes it to 3-1 here to Squires. That is one thing missing from the box score for the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. They have not earned a free pass yet here today. Right-hander's ready. 3-1. Misses outside, and there it is. First walk of the night for a Naturals hitter comes to Brett Squires in the bottom half of the 7th inning. And you end up with runners at first and second, just in time to get to Daniel Vasquez, but not before we get a mound visit from Omar Hernandez, the pitching coach for the Amarillo Sod Poodles. And well, that gives us a little bit of time. So why don't we update you on our Walmart out-of-town scoreboard. Save money, live better. Bottom of the 7th here. Amarillo's up 2-0 on the Naturals, who just got their 3rd hit of the night. Bottom of the 7th in Frisco. The Rough Riders already 3-0 facing the 3-0 Midland Rockhounds. They've been taking it to Midland so far. It's 9-1, 10 hits for Frisco so far in that one. Top of the 6th inning down in San Antonio. The Naturals' next opponent, the Corpus Christi Hooks, are on the road. It's not a very far trip between those 2 cities. But Corpus Christi, who's 0-3, hunting their first victory of the season. They're up 6-3 right now in that game. Vasquez in at the plate. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Diaz deals. Bunt shown. Pulled back, and the breaking ball just missed. A bit low. That was a slider. Makes it a 1-0 count. Bottom of the 5th inning. Tulsa is up in Springfield. That's 2 teams that are equidistant pretty much from Arvest Ballpark, playing together at the defending Texas League champions' place. Here's the 1-0. Bunt shown again, pulled back, and that time he gets the bottom of the zone with a 4-seam fastball. They're running running the wheel play right now. You've got McLaughlin over there at first base, crashing in to home plate, and Soretti filling in behind him at first in case that bunt goes his way. 1-1. Bunt shown again. That's in on the hands and caught a piece. It's a foul ball. Turns it into a 1-2 count. But finally, well, I should say Springfield's up 8-4 on Tulsa in that game. Tulsa's played some pretty good baseball to start out the season at 2-1, but Springfield, Amarillo can tell you, Springfield has kind of been a powerhouse. They've returned a few guys as well. Looks like Diaz steps off and wants to refresh his sign, so there's his disengagement. Infield up with the threat of bunt, even in the 1-2 count. Vasquez shows bunt, gets it down first base side. That's a squirter, picked up, and a tag, and it's a good one. McLaughlin gets the out, but it's a sacrifice that does the job. Kulasingam over to third, Squires into second. There's one away. And here comes Connor Scott, left-handed hitter who's 0 for 2 so far. We'll see what they ask of him as the infield moves back. But just real quick, last one on our Walmart out-of-town scoreboard. Arkansas picks up their first win of the season, 4-2 over the Wichita Wind Surge down there in Little Rock. Diaz, the righty, set. The pitch misses outside. Scott, one hit so far on this season. He's hit no 77, and again, that's a very small sample size. But this is a guy that rejoined the Naturals this season after his season ended early after just 8 games last year. Here's the pitch. Misses, gets away from the backstop. De Leon. Here comes Kulasingam. He slides in feet first, and he's safe. Naturals get the first run of the game on a wild pitch, and it moves Squires up into third base. 2-1, and that's heads-up base running there by Kulasingam.
Heads-up base running, and how about that sac bunt by Vasquez? Especially 2 strikes. That is huge. Especially if they tie this thing up here, that is maybe the most important thing in this whole 7th inning.
No question. And for Scott, he stands in, added a bit of muscle during the offseason while he was injured. Infield's in again. Here's the 1-0. And it misses high and outside. Of course, with 1 out, they're going to bring that infield in a 1-run game situation. Talked about it a little bit on opening day. This team you may see playing a little bit more, how can I put this? Targeted baseball. Here's the 2-0. Misses down. And actually, that was a 3-0 pitch, so Scott works the walk. Runners at the corners now. But at any rate, you know, this is a team that isn't necessarily built on the long ball. You're not going to be able to guarantee that out of most of these guys, but they are skilled hitters. And so if you can go station to station, move guys up, steal a base, sacrifice bunt, whatever you have to do, you can score a lot of runs that way, especially because that's sort of a style that's part of a bygone era almost. Here's the pitch. Pineda shows bunt, pulls back. Pitch misses low. He's in a 1-0 count, but again, you saw over at first base, McLaughlin crashing in again. Thinking maybe a little squeeze play here. Diaz set. The 1-0. Bunt shown again. He gets it down first base side. Crashing, a glove flip to home plate. It's not in time. Squires, what a slide. He gets in there spinning around, and the squeeze play works. Pineda up to first base. Squires scores, and we're all tied up in the bottom of the 7th inning.
You said it best, Sean. Small ball. Small ball to perfection. That's how the Naturals won both games, Sean. Running. Using their legs, running the bases. 15 stolen bases over the first 3 games, by far in the lead in the Texas League. And now they use their legs to tie this game up at 2 here in the 7th.
McLaughlin did a great job getting to that ball. He knew the only chance was the glove flip. He just left it a little high. Now it's Colton Becker. He shows bunt, pulls back, and the pitch misses outside. So, you know, in this situation, it's a little bit of death by 1,000 cuts, right? You get the single, a walk, sacrifice bunt, another walk, another bunt, and now we're tied. Here's the 1-0. Line drive to left, down for a base hit. Connor Scott rolls into third base. He gets the stop sign there. Pineda moves into second, and Colton Becker has a base knock. Bases are loaded. They've got Diaz surrounded. Here comes Omar Hernandez out of the 9-hole, but not before De Leon makes his way out to the mound, and the infield will join him. So Pineda reaches on a single. That's the third hit of the inning now. Becker reaches on a line drive single to left. I always think, watching Colton Becker swing the bat it's fun because he has such a wide base, you'd almost think it's a two-strike approach the entire plate appearance. And then he can just do that where he hits a little rocket to left field. It's down. That was 100 miles an hour off the bat, by the way. So now Omar Hernandez settles in. Bases full of Nats. Diaz set. He comes home. Swing and a miss. Then it gets away, but it doesn't leave the hitting circle by very much, and so De Leon able to recover quickly with Connor Scott over there at third base. Starts him off in an 0-1 count. Hernandez, second start of the year. You're going to see a lot of back and forth between he and Kenyon Brown, who's gotten off to a pretty good start. Hernandez, though, looking for a big hit here with one out in the bottom of the seventh. Diaz comes home. That's a line drive into center, down for a base hit. Scott's on his way home. Pineda gets held up at third, and the Naturals take their first lead of the night with a 3-run seventh inning. Omar Hernandez with his first hit and RBI of the season.
That's a great piece of hitting by Hernandez. Got a fastball in the inside corner, and he crushes it up the middle. Station to station go the Nats, and like you said, first lead of the night.
This is the 8th hitter of the inning to come up now. Diaz got on the hill to start the frame, and it's Carson Rockefeller's turn. The pitch just misses outside for ball one. Also seen more patience. We mentioned early on, the Naturals up until this half inning had not taken a walk tonight. Now they've taken 2 to go along with those 3 hits, and well, wouldn't you know it, the hit column's tied up now. The 1-0. Misses low. Four-seam fastball at 93. Three to 2. Naturals lead it. Diaz sizes up Carson Rockefeller. The 2-0. Rock swings through that one. The time the fastball middle up. Turns it into a 2-1 count. Naturals have a golden opportunity here to break this game open, and it's the Texas League. We know no lead's safe, but you'd love to have the runs. Right-handers 2-1. Rockefeller lays off the slider, and it misses just outside. Tried to backdoor him there.
That's a tough take. That's a great take by Rockefeller.
Mature. It's a mature take. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. That time he went after a fastball. That was in the zone. Just missed it. It's interesting. Diaz with his four-seam has a little bit of arm side run. It sort of starts in, looks like it's headed toward the middle of the plate, and drifts a couple inches back toward his arm side. Here's the 3-2. Rockefeller lays off, misses outside. It's ball 4 and forces home another run. Pineda comes around. Rockefeller will pick up an RBI for his patience. Bases remain loaded. Becker to third, Hernandez to second, and Rockefeller. Well, the speedy Rockefeller goes to first. And we'll have to see what they decide here. Looks like Javier Colina is on his way out to the mound. He asks for the ball. Diaz complies. And after 8 hitters and 4 runs, his day is done. Line not final on him. They're going back to the bullpen. This time it's a lefty. The first one the Naturals will face this season, and we'll have it next in a 4-2 game on the Naturals Baseball Network. Just like a perfectly painted corner of the strike zone, the right colors make all the difference. Ohuhu's vibrant markers and art supplies are here to give you that creative spark. They make creating fun, easy, and affordable for artists of all ages. Sketch, color, and design your next masterpiece with premium quality you'll love. Check out the full collection at ohuhu.com or pick them up at your local retailer. Ohuhu, draw, feel, empower.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
Hello, Naturals fans. U.S. Pizza Company in Springdale, located at 7322 West Sunset Avenue, is conveniently located 5 minutes from our best ballpark. Come in before or after the game for our crispy thin crust pizza and world-famous creamy Italian house dressing. Family-owned and operated. U.S. Pizza Company, serving Arkansas since 1972.
This is Dennis Colleran, right-handed pitcher for the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. Let's get back to the ballpark on the Naturals Baseball Network.
I don't know about any of you, but I'm pretty excited right now. It's a 4-2 game. Naturals have the lead. The bases are loaded. Amarillo's gone into the bullpen, and they bring out Carlos Ray. The reason why I'm excited is because he's a left-hander. The Naturals have not faced a southpaw yet this year, so this is the first time, and it's Dustin Dickerson, a right-handed hitter, who faces him. Here's the pitch. Dickerson takes that one low. It's a sinker down and in. And that's not to say that this is exciting because, you know, the Naturals are going crazy right now, but haven't seen anybody hit off of a lefty yet. You have no idea what they're capable of right now. The 1-0. Trimmed him back a bit. Time the sinker missed high and tight. So it's a 2-0 count. Diaz's line not final yet. He's responsible for everybody on board right now, but went a third of an inning, 4 hits, 3 walks. Ray, the 2-0. Dickerson takes a strike that time. Sinker inside edge. Pushes it to 2-1. Ray making his second appearance of the year. The pitch missed inside, rolls away from De Leon, but he able to track it down on the third base line. Just a little bit up it. Everybody stays put. You've got Becker at third, Hernandez at second, Rockefort at first base. They're playing in front of him over there with McLaughlin. Last time out for Ray against Springfield, gave up 3 runs on a hit with a walk, a homer. There's the pitch. Outside corner, got it for a strike, 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Dickerson called back to home plate. He thought that was ball 4. Fans thought it was ball 4 too.
Yeah, he was ready to toss the bat aside. Had the bat in his right hand, was going to toss it away.
Time called. Dickerson steps out. But for Ray, in that game, a walk, a hit batsman, did have 2 strikeouts. Looking for a little bit of redemption here to shut down this inning. 4-2. Naturals lead it with 1 out. Here's the 3-2. Misses down and in. That'll push home another one. Dickerson's 3rd RBI of the season comes on a free pass. Make room on the scorecard because Sam Kulasingam, who led off the inning, is back up to the plate here in the 7th. Becker comes home to score to make it a 5-2 game. Hernandez over to third, Rockefort into second base. The pitch, swing and a miss. Now Kulasingam is in an interesting spot because he's been in the lineup every day. He's been a left-handed hitter. He's a switch hitter. So he's up right-handed for the first time this season. Here comes the 0-1. This is down and in. When you look at his splits from 2025, hit pretty pretty well against left-handers. Takes that pitch just off the plate for a ball. It's 2-1 now. But 274 average against lefties with 1 home run. On base percentage of .402 against them, though. 2-1. Misses inside. That's a sinker well in off the plate. It's a 3-1 count. And again, the bases are loaded. There's nowhere to put him here. And so if you keep walking guys, it's going to keep forcing home runs. Southpaw's set. Here's the pitch. Kulasingam hits a high fly ball deep to right field. Conacello back at the wall. He leaps up. It's off the top of the wall and goes back into right field. Hernandez is in. Here comes Rockefort on his way to home plate. He slides in feet first and safely, and Kulasingam with his second hit of the inning drives in a pair of runs with a double. Naturals take a 7-2 lead in the 7th inning. All 7 runs coming in the frame.
I thought that had a chance, Sean. I don't know about you. Right off the bat, I thought that had a chance at a grand slam. He hit it off the top of the wall, like you said. And, yeah, I mean, look, patience goes a long way.
Well, so does that swing. First base is open now. Squires digs in. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss from Brett Squires. He's 1 for 2 today with a run scored and a walk. Here's the 0-1. And misses outside. So you've got Dickerson over there. He's the last runner that could be charged to Diaz's line. Vasquez in the on-deck circle. The 1-1. Squires just gets a piece and fouls it back. Offense has come to life here in the 7th inning with the aid of 4 walks. Also got 5 hits here. Still 1 out. Here's the 1-2. Squires lays off. Breaking ball misses outside. That time the slider was off its mark. Lefty set. 2-2. Missed outside again. Full count. 3-2. There's no action in that Amarillo bullpen right now. Ray has thrown 16 pitches. He's given up a double and a walk. Three-two. Missed inside. Ball 4. It's the 5th walk of the inning for the Naturals. Loads him back up again as Vasquez is on his way up to the plate. Oh, this has certainly been a journey of a 7th inning. Started off with Sam Kulasingam. Double to right. Squires worked a walk. That was his first of the inning. Sacrifice bunt. Moved both of them up. And then a wild pitch brought Kulasingam home to score to make it a 1-run game at the time. Naturals had been trailing 2-0. Then you have a walk to Connor Scott, a single from Jack Pineda, another single from Colton Becker. Omar Hernandez drives in a run. Then Carson Rockefort works a walk. Dustin Dickerson works another one, both of those with the bases loaded. A double, a walk, and you've got the bases reloaded. 7-2 game. And now it's Vasquez up to the plate after the mound meeting. The pitch. Swing and a miss. First one was a sinker up in the zone on the outer half. Lefty on the mound, righty at the plate. Vasquez bobs the bat over his right shoulder. Here's the 0-1. And misses down. 1. Vasquez takes a strike that time. Sinker came down and in, caught that inside part of the plate just above the knees. One, two. Vasquez bounces it back up the middle off a raised glove. It goes to short. The shovel to second is in time, but the throw to first is not. Dickerson comes around to score. Vasquez reaches on a fielder's choice, and it knocks in the 8th run of the inning and game. Naturals up by 6 now at an 8-2 score. Kulasingam takes third on the play. Squires is the one retired. Runners at the corners for Connor Scott.
Remember the sack bunt by Vasquez way back when? That was earlier this inning.
Oh, I remember. Scott worked a walk his first time up in the 7th. Here's the pitch. Swings through that pitch for strike 1. That was a slider out over the heart of the plate. Scott 0 for 2 so far. Lined out to right or center field back in the 5th inning. He's also grounded out to second. Playing him to pull a bit. The 0-1. Tried the outside corner and got it. 0-2 here to Scott. Time called. Scott steps out. Just over 2 hours into this one. Naturals flip the script pretty quickly here in the 7th inning. Here comes the 0-2. Scott stares at strike 3. Sinker at the bottom of the zone gets him looking, and the Sod Poodles are out of the frame. But the Naturals score 8 runs, 5 hits,